Well, the debate around health care continues. Affordable Care Act subsidies set to expire at the end of this month, which means massive premium spikes for millions of Americans. And there's still no sign that Congress will be able to get something done in time. Meantime, the Trump administration says tariff revenue has now hit $200 billion for the year. That comes, though, as the Supreme Court is weighing the legality of those tariffs. Let's get out to NewsNation's Kellie Meyer. She's live for us at the White House. Kellie, where do things currently stand on those ACA subsidies?
Yeah. Hey, good afternoon, Nichole. So the administration is saying it's all up to Congress here. Vice President J.D. Vance weighing in today saying this is on lawmakers. He said the administration is working with Congress, both Democrats and Republicans, to come up with a solution. But Congress, he says, quote, has to get us something to lower the cost of health insurance for American citizens. So when told this expiring would have an immediate impact on families, President Trump told a reporter, quote, don't be dramatic. President Trump's position is that insurance companies shouldn't get money directly from the government for the subsidies, and money should go right to the people, he says, so they can, quote, buy their own health care. But so far, we haven't seen a specific plan for that yet. Here's more from the president.
I want all money going to the people and let the people buy their own health care. It'll be unbelievable. They'll do a great job. They'll get much better health care at a much lower cost.
So lowering health care costs is part of the president's recent affordability push. Another part of that is his tariffs. Now, Customs and Border Protection says the U.S. has collected more than $200 billion in tariffs this year, but there is that looming Supreme Court decision on whether the president's tariffs are legal or not, and if importers who have paid them will potentially get a refund. Nichole.
All right, so Kellie, what is the latest when it comes to lawmakers voting there on Capitol Hill?
Yeah, a lot happening on Capitol Hill right now. Lawmakers are looking at a vote tomorrow on a health care package of policies. Notably, though, that package does not include that extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits that are set to lapse on December 31st. We are learning House Republicans will not allow amendment to be voted on extending Obamacare subsidies. That amendment comes from the moderate Republicans looking at a 2-year extension of the subsidies with eligibility reforms. Some conservatives opposed to extending the subsidies because they estimate the cost is at least $35 billion per year. Here's more from both sides.
The Democrats decided 15 years ago to break the system. They insisted when they passed the Unaffordable Care Act that it would reduce premiums, it would provide more choice and higher quality and all of that. And none of that ever happened.
For months, Democrats have been sounding the alarm on the affordability crisis and the expiration of the affordable tax credits that will expire at the end of the year at the hands of Republican leadership. We've reached out, our proposed plans, anything we can do to get our colleagues in a position to work with us. We will meet with them anywhere, anytime, any place, if they come in good faith to work to extend these tax credits.
Now, sources on Capitol Hill tell our Joe Khalil that there are still a handful of moderate senators who believe there can be a bipartisan compromise deal reached that does involve the subsidies, unlike what we're seeing happening in the House right now. Nichole.
All right. And Kellie, we've just learned President Trump will be addressing the nation tomorrow night.
Yeah, this just breaking moments ago. Nichole, we heard from the president announce this on his True Social account, saying that he will be delivering an address to the nation right here from the White House at 9 p.m. Eastern. I ran to the back to talk to White House staff to see if they had any more insight on what this may be about. We don't know if it's more of a year-ender and a look ahead at the new year, or if it may be something bigger than that. He said, quote, I look forward to seeing you then. It has been a great year for our country, and the best is yet to come. I have messages out to White House staff to find out some more details around this, but it is happening tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We just heard that from the president directly himself. Nichole.
All right. Kellie Meyer live for us there at the White House. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.